Product X calculates the product of an expression for each row of a table. What it's going to do is iterate across a table a product response, which really is multiplication. Think of it like a chef, and this chef looks at the individual ingredients at each row and then multiplies them all together until you get this nice huge soup at the end. Product X, the syntax is going to be product X, the table, and the expression. So a good example of this is annuity periods, looking at investments, some financial data. This can be pretty appropriate to iterate something across over and over. Let's dive in and build it together. So a couple ways to look at this here, because it is a pretty niche function. So what I'll do is I'm going to start with this investments here and go to the measures table and make a new measure. I'm going to call this product X. And I'm going to say total revenue. So we're going to imagine a situation in which I need to multiply across my rows and get a result. So I'm going to use product X followed by this investments table that I have. And then what I'll do is try to add a little bit more to this. I'm going to actually add that I want to look at my investments table, my initial amount. We'll bring in initial amount. And I actually want to multiply that each time by my investments table, my growth amount, or my growth factor. I'm going to hit enter to this here, and let's actually see it in action. So each level, I'm multiplying the amount by the growth factor. So I'm taking 20,000 times 1.03, 10 times 1.05, and so on. So if I bring product X into here, I can see what that number would be, right? I'm multiplying them each time, just there, something I could do just generally. But product X comes in and whoa, it gives me this huge number because I'm actually multiplying this by this, that result multiplied by this, and that result multiplied again by that last 5,000. Pretty wild. And if I put it into my card, oh my goodness gracious, pretty crazy. All right, I got one more for us here, and this actually is an additional look at investments considering annuity periods, interest rates, and year over year. So this is where it might actually make a little bit more practical sense. So I've added in for us, and this is going to be in your file, the investments table 2. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and build another measure using this product X. And what I'll do is I'm going to call this my product X. And let's do, future value. And what we'll do here is we want to look at what is our investment across this annuity and interest rate schedule. So what I'm going to do is set up my current investment. So I'm going to say that my initial investment, let's say, was $10,000. And I can put that as just 10,000 multiplied by my product X. And what I'll have here is I'm going to look at that investments table 2. That is my table. And I'm going to look at 1 plus my investment table 2 fixed interest rate. So $10,000 looked at with 1 plus the fixed interest rate. Then we're going to divide that by 100. Let's give it a shot. So hopefully we can see what might be the future value of my investments. So now I have this product X. I'm going to get rid of this crazy number and try out product X here. Hopefully, if I've got $10,000, then I get 5%, 5%, and then, hey, it jumps to 6 after a little bit, maybe 12,000 bucks, I hope. Wow, okay. So maybe this is a much better use case of the product functions, product X especially. Now I can actually use this fixed table of investment growth and look at my initial investments over time. If I go ahead and bring this as well into the table, I can see that I'd be moving up each time, which, because I have that dividing at the end, that helps a little bit, that 1 plus. Those components make this a reasonable number compared to the craziness that I might initially have. So maybe with product X, it's time to make a little bit of money.